Can I really keep up with the pace and energy that Gayle King brings to CBS Mornings every single day for a full week? It's a question that many viewers might not think about when they tune in with their morning coffee, but once you start paying attention to everything she does on the show, you realize just how demanding the job really is. Hosting a national morning news program is not just about reading headlines from a teleprompter. It requires focus, preparation, emotional awareness, and an incredible amount of stamina. And Gayle King seems to bring all of that and more every morning. For years now, Gayle King has been one of the most recognizable and trusted faces in morning television. Her presence on CBS Mornings has become a regular part of many people's daily routines. Whether she's interviewing world leaders, talking with celebrities, or discussing serious social issues, she brings a style that feels both professional and personal. That balance is part of what has made her such a beloved figure among viewers. Morning shows, especially national ones, are intense operations behind the scenes. The cameras might show a calm, organized broadcast, but the reality is that everything moves incredibly fast. Producers, editors, reporters, and hosts are all working together to deliver news, interviews, and features in real time. For the host, that means being ready to shift from serious global news to lighthearted human interest stories within seconds. Gayle King has built a reputation for doing exactly that. She can move seamlessly from discussing politics or global crises to laughing with guests or sharing a relatable moment with her co-hosts. That flexibility is not something that comes easily. It requires experience, preparation, and a genuine ability to connect with people. When you think about the schedule of a morning show host, it quickly becomes clear how demanding the job is. Most viewers are just waking up when CBS Mornings begins, but the hosts have often been awake for hours already. Preparation typically starts well before dawn. Scripts are reviewed, last-minute updates are discussed, and interviews are rehearsed or planned. Imagine doing that not just once, but every single weekday. The energy required to maintain enthusiasm, curiosity, and sharpness day after day is extraordinary. Yet Gayle King makes it look effortless. Over the years, she has become one of the defining personalities of CBS Mornings. Her approach to journalism blends warmth with seriousness. She is known for asking thoughtful questions and for giving guests the space to speak openly. That style has helped produce some memorable interviews and moments on the show. However, despite her consistent presence, there have been periods when rumors begin circulating about her future on the program. Media outlets and viewers alike started speculating about whether Gayle King might eventually step away from the morning show format. Morning television can be exhausting, and many anchors eventually choose to move on to other projects. These rumors naturally sparked concern among fans of CBS Mornings. For many viewers, Gayle King is one of the key reasons they tune in each day. Her ability to guide conversations, handle serious topics, and keep the tone engaging has become central to the program's identity. When speculation about her potential departure started gaining attention, people began wondering what the show might look like without her. Would the dynamic change? Could another host bring the same level of connection with viewers? Colleagues and industry observers also weighed in. Many acknowledged that Gayle King had become one of the defining figures of modern morning news television. Her interviews, her reactions to breaking news, and her natural chemistry with co-hosts had helped shape the show's personality. The uncertainty surrounding her future only made the situation more intriguing. Fans were waiting for confirmation about what would happen next. Would she stay? Would she move on to a new role? Or would the show eventually need to reinvent itself, without one of its most recognizable anchors? Then came the news that answered those questions. Reports began emerging that Gayle King had agreed to extend her contract with CBS, ensuring that she would remain part of CBS Mornings for years to come. For many viewers, this announcement came as a relief. The idea of starting the morning without her familiar presence had been difficult to imagine. The reported contract extension signaled something important about her relationship with the network. It showed that CBS recognizes the value she brings not just as a journalist, but as a personality who connects deeply with audiences. Morning television is highly competitive. Networks constantly work to attract and retain viewers, and the hosts play a major role in that effort. A trusted and well-known host can become the face of a program and a key factor in its success. Gayle King has clearly become that figure for CBS Mornings. Her ability to interview high-profile guests, cover major stories, and still maintain an approachable style has made her a powerful asset to the network. The confirmation of her extended stay also highlighted something else: the impact she has had over the years. Many viewers feel like they know her, even though they've only watched her through a screen. That sense of familiarity and trust is rare in television, and it's one of the reasons her presence matters so much. For the CBS Mornings team, the extension provides stability. Morning shows rely heavily on chemistry between hosts and on consistency for the audience. When viewers turn on the television each day, they expect to see familiar faces guiding them through the news. Gayle King's continued role ensures that this sense of continuity remains intact. Her presence helps maintain the identity that the show has built over time. It's also worth noting how her career evolved to reach this point. Long before she became a central figure on CBS Mornings, she had already built a respected career in journalism. She worked in local television markets, honing her skills as a reporter and anchor. Those early experiences shaped the style that viewers see today. Her interviews often feel conversational, rather than confrontational. She listens carefully, reacts naturally, and allows discussions to develop organically. This approach has helped her earn the trust of both guests and audiences. When people sit down for an interview with Gayle King, they know they will be asked meaningful questions, but they also know the conversation will feel genuine. In many ways, that authenticity is what keeps viewers engaged. Morning television can sometimes feel scripted or overly polished, but Gayle King brings moments that feel spontaneous and real. That quality has led to memorable interactions with celebrities, political leaders, authors, and everyday people who appear on the show. Some interviews become headline-making moments, while others simply provide insight and connection. Another factor that contributes to her success is her ability to show emotion when appropriate. She doesn't hide her reactions to powerful stories. If something is heartbreaking, inspiring, or surprising, viewers often see that reaction in real time. That openness helps create a sense of shared experience. Instead of feeling like a distant presenter delivering news, she feels like someone processing the stories alongside the audience. Of course, maintaining that level of engagement every day requires energy. Morning shows move quickly, and the topics change constantly. One moment might involve a serious news report, while the next features a lighthearted segment or cultural discussion. Gayle King handles these transitions smoothly. Her curiosity and sense of humor often help bridge the shifts between topics, keeping the broadcast feeling balanced. So when people ask whether they could keep up with her pace for a week, the question becomes more interesting than it first appears. Watching the show casually might not reveal the full extent of the effort involved. Behind each segment is preparation, research, coordination with producers, and the ability to adapt when unexpected developments occur. Breaking news can appear at any moment, requiring the host to shift tone instantly. The fact that Gayle King does this consistently, and does it with enthusiasm, is part of what makes her role impressive. Her extended contract suggests that CBS believes her presence will continue to drive the show forward. In a media landscape that changes rapidly, having a trusted voice can make a significant difference. Audiences today have countless options for news and entertainment. Streaming services, social media platforms, and digital outlets all compete for attention. Yet traditional morning shows still hold a special place in many people's routines. Part of that enduring appeal comes from the hosts themselves. They become familiar companions during the start of the day, guiding viewers through headlines, interviews, and lighter moments. Gayle King has clearly mastered that role. Her mix of professionalism and personality helps create an atmosphere that feels both informative and welcoming. For CBS Mornings, keeping her on the show means preserving that connection with viewers. It also means continuing the style of journalism that she represents: thoughtful, conversational, and grounded in genuine curiosity. Looking ahead, the extension opens the door for many more interviews, stories, and memorable moments. The show will continue evolving, as all news programs do, but Gayle King's presence will remain a constant. Fans who were worried about her potential departure can now feel reassured. The morning routine they've grown accustomed to will continue, with the same familiar voice helping guide the conversation. In the end, the story of her contract extension is not just about one television personality. It's about the relationship between a host, a network, and an audience that has grown over years of shared mornings. Gayle King's journey on CBS Mornings reflects the power of consistency, authenticity, and dedication to journalism. Her ability to connect with people, whether they're guests in the studio or viewers at home, has become the heart of the show. And if the question is whether anyone could keep up with her energy for a full week, the answer might be surprising. Watching closely reveals just how much effort goes into each broadcast. Yet for Gayle King, that effort seems to be part of what she loves about the job. The conversations, the stories, the chance to learn something new every morning, all of it contributes to the rhythm that has defined her career. Now that her future with CBS Mornings is secure for the foreseeable future, viewers can continue starting their days with the same voice they've come to trust. And as the media landscape keeps evolving, one thing remains clear: Gayle King's presence on CBS Mornings is still a powerful force shaping the way many people experience the morning news. Thanks for the watching and subscribe.